Hey guys, in this video I'm talking about Aspergers in high school and how to deal with social situations. Here's 3 tips that you need coming up. Hey guys, welcome back to the Aspie world. My name is Dan. I have Asperger's syndrome, ADHD, OCD and dyslexia, and I make weekly videos on this type of content. So if you're new around here and you'd like to learn more about that, then remember to hit that subscribe button by clicking the notification bell down below. And if you're watching over on Facebook, be sure to give this page a follow to see more videos like this one. And if you're watching on Instagram, be sure to give this account a follow to see more autism content daily. What's going on, different thinkers? Welcome back to the Aspie world, where we think differently daily. I always start off by saying I do have a free autism PDF life hacks book that you can download for free at autismhacks.net. Do that right now, super dope. Also guys, if you're not following me on Instagram, like, are you okay? Let's talk. Let's be real here. Why are we not following each other on Instagram? I think you should go right now. Go to the IG, double heart some pics, give me a follow, and let's hang out. Let's be like BFFs forever, you and I. Okay, so in this video, talking about how to deal with social situations in high school. High school can be a really stressful time for people on the autism spectrum. And that being said, I think that there are worthy tips that you could use to maybe help kind of gain an upper hand in social situations where you may feel kind of inferior. Because, you know, autism coming into full force is a communication disorder, and autistic people will have issues with social communication, social anxiety, and general social rules of engagement, like the unwritten rules of socializing, you know, and all those things that people will just pick up naturally because they're just in tune with social communications. But in this video, I'm talking to you of ways that you can implement these strategies to help you become more charismatic in situations, I guess, to achieve a better social environment all around when you're dealing with friends, friendships, and other people in social circles, especially in high school. All right, let's get it done. Okay guys, so the first one here is be polite. I know it sounds kind of like an obvious one, right? But it's not always that obvious, because you know, being polite and nice to people in social situations is because you want them to know that you're a nice person and you're a polite person. They want to get to know you as soon as they can. First impressions always make a huge impact on how people see you. So as nice as you can be, just being yourself, your lovely, bubbly, nice, happy self, and being polite will go a long way, because by practicing being polite, etiquette and niceness will let that other person know that you're a cool person, you're a nice guy, you're a nice girl, or whatever. You're, you know, a nice person that they just want to hang out with. That is very good. And so people will want to become friends with you because you're nice, you know, and that's kind of like, we all have affinity towards people who are nice. Nobody wants to have affinity towards people who are horrible. Nobody does have affinity to people who are horrible, unless you're horrible yourself. But then that's weird, isn't it? It's kind of like a self-hate thing. Anyway, regardless of that, bizarre, another conversation, being polite pays off. Remember that. Okay, so number 2 is strike the interest. Now, striking out an interest of matching a conversation is key, you know, in creating good conversation, finding people who share the same interests as you to strike up that conversation. So, you know, I'm really into, like, I don't know, science and sci-fi and stuff. So I love Star Wars and Star Trek and science, and I like skateboarding and I like music. So I would kind of find people who resonate towards those circles and strike up a key part of interest with them. So if I knew there was a club, like a sci-fi club or a Star Trek club, I go to the Star Trek club and then I'd bring up a conversation like, who is your favorite captain? If you don't say James T. Kirk, we can't be friends. No, I know, a lot of people will say like, oh, Picard or Pike or whatever. Anyway, that's again just another conversation for another time. If you think that you prefer Jean-Luc Picard to Captain James Tiberius Kirk, leave me a comment down below. Let me know which one you, if James Kirk or Jean-Luc Picard. Let me know who's your favorite captain. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry, you can skip over this part of the video. Nice. Okay, so striking up a conversation within that setting gives them the knowledge they need to know, well, this person's a nice person, they are into the same things as me. Hey, this is a good basis for a friendship. This is a good basis for being social with somebody, and it pays off. This will go a heck of a long way, believe you me. Okay, so number 3 is peer pressure. Like, the most important thing in situations of social groups is that you do not feel comfortable with the situation, then you don't do that thing. So being aware of peer pressure, and peer pressure is when peers, other people within that social circle, will put pressure on you and to do something that you may not want to do because they feel like it would be a good thing. But it may be a good thing for them, but maybe it's not a good thing for you. So in situations where I'm not an alcohol drinker, I don't drink alcohol, but if I was around friends and they were all like, oh, we all have to have a beer and we all have to drink, and I'm like, no, I'm okay, and they're like, no, you have to drink. That is kind of peer pressure in its like purest form. And then you may be obliged to say, okay, yeah, I'll drink, but the consequences of doing that is immoral to yourself and could be destructive. You know, if you're on medication where you can't drink, then maybe there's good reasons for it. So being aware that peer pressure could be a thing, but just never do something just because you want to impress your friends. Don't do that. You know, impressing friends with things through peer pressure doesn't work because they're not real friends. If they are forcing you to do something that you don't want to do, they're not really friends. What you want to do is find friends who accept who you are and accept what you want to do and don't want to do, and that is how you make lasting long friendships. Because I've used these tactics and this kind of rule of 3 every single time I've been in any social situation where I'm not sure what to do. And you know, sure as heck, this works. This works for pretty much every time I've been in a social situation. And it also helps root out the people who are not true friends and aren't good for you, because as soon as they make themselves known, you like disassociate from them, and then things get a little bit happier. You can move on to people who actually do care, people who actually are friends, people who actually really do like you. That is golden. Now guys, if you have any other tips to add to this video, please pop it in a comment down below. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you think it gives value, share it on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, follow. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.